And we're live.
Hello.
Hi guys, welcome to our Sunday Reseller Hangout.
That does help actually. I can see the chat.
Oh, you can see things now. You've got your glasses on. Yeah, welcome to all our regulars. Great to see a lot of people popping in the side chat. We'll say hello to a few people in a minute. If you're new to the channel, I'm Nick.
I'm Andrea.
We are full-time resellers. We've been buying and selling whatever we can get our hands on for 16 years now.
I know.
Does that make you feel old?
Yes, definitely.
And we're here on YouTube just chatting about whatever we do. Whatever we are up to, we share it. To the point where I shared if you've seen the video with all the time lapse in, I made a video about me cleaning.
I think that your obsession with time lapse has just gone slightly too far.
I like it. It's fun. But that was the limit of how time lapse could make something interesting.
I really think it was, yes. I really think it was.
So yeah, if you haven't seen that video, all these books that you can see just behind Andrea's head, which are now listed, I listed the whole lot, which I'm dead chuffed about. Yeah, I made a video about preparing them for listing on eBay.
Yeah.
Riveting stuff.
It was so exciting.
Anyway, welcome everybody. Let me organize my windows. Oh, where have we gone?
So to speak.
We've got 108 people in already. So hi, welcome along. Let me get back to the beginning, see who's in.
Someone says the news headlines are.
I was going to do that. I was going to get some papers.
We've covered the two Ronnies.
Yeah. First in today was Chris. Hi there. And we've got Peter in. Peter Ray, always a regular. Great to see you in. Stu Mandry, Richard Randall. Excuse me.
That was quick. We've only been on air for like 2 minutes.
We've had the heaters on in here, and the air gets really dry.
It's still freezing though.
That's my office is freezing. I've not been in here today. Not been working. Where was I? Chelsea. Hey there.
There's a new name that I haven't seen before. Picnic. It says hello. Hello.
Picnic. Hi, Picnic. So welcome aboard. I won't read everyone's names. We'll be here way too long. Lots of chat going on. Stu Mandry's been sniping stuff on eBay.
Yeah.
I enjoy sniping on eBay.
Oh, did you get that thing that you were sniping yesterday?
No, I was outbid. Yeah. Well, my snipe bid wasn't enough to win it. Somebody put a covering bid, but that's fine. I went as high as I was prepared to. Yeah. Peter's still trying to get a job. Good luck with that, mate. I know how frustrating that must be. But yeah, stick at it. Okay, let me get to the bottom of the chat. We've also got Crap in the Attic in. Great username there. Ben Smith is in there. Turtle Trader says hello. Welcome, welcome. Cats Rants, John Shiflett, Ray Cunningham. Welcome, everybody. If I don't mention your name, I apologise. These have got so popular, which is fantastic and quite humbling, but we just can't say hi to everyone.
Lots of people in.
Okay, I'll get to the end of the chat. Am I there? Is that the end? Yeah. Shop Windows, that's a new name.
Yeah.
David McMillan. Hi, David. Thank you again for the super chat the other week. That was awesome. So we don't have a haul. We've been saying that for months.
Yeah, we have new glasses.
Yes. I think I shared mine in the last video. Oh, no, that's a video that hasn't come out yet.
Yeah.
I did a sales roundup. Yeah.
Mine are just reading glasses, but I can actually see the chat now, which really helps. Because normally I'm squinting and trying to read what everyone's saying. So,
I got two pairs this time. These are my regular ones. Fascinating chat about glasses going on.
It's almost as interesting as cleaning books.
Oh, you know where to come for quality content. This channel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got two pairs. They were trying to sell me varifocals, but I just figured I'd get a second pair for reading, and they are damn good, aren't they? My reading glasses. Well, you won't know. You've not been wearing them, but
no, these are good.
Anyway, yeah, so slightly different. They're bigger. Look a bit, I don't know, Buddy Holly to me.
Yeah, or Ronnie Barker. Maybe. I don't know.
Anyway, yeah. And eagle-eyed of you may have noticed this. If any of you follow Steve and Steph, you will have seen this shirt. This is Steve and Steph, the Resale Killers. whose channel is fantastic. They're resellers over in America. We've become good friends with them, and I designed a merch shirt for them, and they bought some and they've been wearing them, and they were so generous. They sent me one over. So I'm proudly wearing your shirt, Steve and Steph. I think they're away visiting their new grandchild. Yeah. I can't remember if it's a boy or a girl they've had, but well, not them, you know.
Yeah. Yes.
Anyway, if you're in the chat, thank you so much for the shirt. I love it.
Yeah, it's really awesome.
Have you seen Steve and Steph in? I think they're busy visiting family. Yeah. Reseller Mum, I have a prescription for glasses 3 weeks ago. Haven't gotten around to going and choosing a pair yet.
Yeah, I definitely do. It's quite good fun.
Yeah, we had quite a laugh.
We were in the optician for 2.5 hours, weren't we? Not choosing them for 2.5 hours, but just the whole process. Oh, we've had a super chat from George Ross. I can't speak. George Ross.
George Ross.
Put my teeth in.
Thanks, George, from Wally's Shed. What does he say? Is that Nic or the lead singer from Weezer?
Oh,
great band. Yeah. Love Weezer. They're still going. They've had a new album out. Awesome. I need to have a listen to that. Adrian Will Dig Mr. Diggs Deals says he's made his first sale as a reseller.
Oh, well done.
First of many.
Onwards and upwards.
Yeah, fantastic news. Stu Mandry, I see you've got lots of first aid boxes. Yes, these. Always worth being prepared for accidents. Those sellotape dispensers can be a bit sharp. I've actually cut myself on the sellotape dispenser. You know, the little bit on the end.
I have as well.
Nasty.
Yeah, it's not good.
Yeah, we're not preparing for like accidents. These are part of that haul. Actually, I had a couple of messages about those when I shared the haul. A couple of people were interested in buying them, and I've lost the messages. I can't remember where they were. They might have been through YouTube or Facebook, but I can't find them. So if that was you, message me again on this video when it's live, or contact me through Facebook if you still want them. But this is quite apt.
I know. You didn't plan it.
No, this wasn't planned, but you may have seen I share a track. I try and remember once a week on a Friday to share a track that I'm really into or something from the past. And this week it was First Aid Kit, who are a band that I am absolutely obsessed with at the moment. Thanks to Chris Gotts, who was first to put me, to tell me about them. And we're going to see them in London on Thursday.
Yes.
Cannot wait.
That's your Christmas present, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, Andrew surprised me with tickets, which was a complete surprise. I didn't even know they were available.
No.
And they sold out, and they are going. Not that we're going to sell ours on. There's no way I'd sell these, but they are going for crazy money right now.
Actually managed to surprise you.
I normally find out what Andrew's bought me.
He does. Can you scroll down in the chat because it's frozen currently?
Okay, we've got 187 viewers. Wow. It amazes me how many people tune in to watch us waffle.
Yeah.
On a Sunday.
No cleaning books today, promise.
No. Okay. So we don't really have a theme or a sort of purpose for this. So we thought we'd throw it over to you guys and ask you how your reselling's going. I know it's been tough for a lot of people. January, February are generally quite low months. We touched on this with Zahir in our Tuesday chat.
Yeah.
So yeah, I thought I'd just put it out there. Let us know what you've been selling, what's going well for you, what's not going so well for you. And or if you've got any questions.
Yeah, fire away if you've got some questions.
I was just going to say, Andrea put out your first video for a long time, didn't you?
Yeah.
And you've had such an overwhelming response from that.
Yeah, it's been really good, really positive. So thank you for that.
Yeah. It was a labor of love, you know. You put so much care and attention into that.
It's an idea I've had in my head for a long time, so I just did it.
And a lot of people particularly liking your like fashion show bit at the end.
Yeah, it was just a bit of fun. I just fancied doing it.
Yeah,
but yeah, it just makes things a bit more interesting. But yeah, people keep saying, "Am I going to make more along that sort of lines?" And yeah, I'm hoping to. So
yes, we will encourage you to make more.
Yeah.
I think your video is way more popular than me cleaning books.
I enjoyed the editing process much more than I enjoyed talking to camera. Yeah.
Yeah.
There were many outtakes of me shouting at myself because I talked about a floral top for far too long.
I said afterwards, I wish Andrea had kept in the bits where she's going, oh, beep, and I've screwed it up again.
Yeah.
Because people don't see, you know, people assume that we're good at making videos or professional or whatever. Oh, no, it's all on the, all taken out in the edit. Okay, let's see. The question came in from Adrian. What do you guys think about drop shipping? I get asked that a fair bit on the channel, and we've never got involved in it.
No.
It's not something that appeals to me. And you've really got to trust that wherever you're drop shipping from, you know, they're going to fulfill the order and it's going to be correct and shipped on time and all that. You're handing over a lot of trust.
Yeah, a lot of people do very well out of it.
Yeah.
But, yeah,
it's a business model that works, I think, for some people.
A very squeaky chair again today.
What else have we got in here?
Tonight's theme is coffee. No, that's a different channel altogether.
I've got nothing to say about coffee.
I have some coffee.
I don't drink it.
It's just instant.
No, I never have. Paul says he's got loads to list and sales are low. Our eBay today was pretty awful.
Oh, it has been all weekend. We've had not a bad week, to be fair. And we've got a super chat, I think, from Krillin.
The week overall was pretty good. When you add in Amazon,
yeah, the week's been picking up, but this weekend's been awful.
Yeah, but didn't you say it's payday week?
Yeah, that's what I thought. Maybe it isn't. If it is, then it's a worry. But we haven't really, apart from the haul stuff, we haven't listed anything else. I haven't been listing clothes. Well, I've listed a bit, but I've been mainly drafting, so nothing's gone live yet.
Yep. We had another super chat from Krillin. Thank you so much, buddy. Nick, did you hear the breeders are coming to London in May? Oh, wow.
I didn't know they were still going, to be fair.
Yeah, I think Krillin went and saw them.
All right.
A while back. I'm sure there was a video that he shared. Andrea reminds me of Kelly Deal with the hair. Oh, there you go. Yeah. Okay. You'll have to Google that afterwards.
I will.
Find out. Yeah, breeders. I mean, I've not... The only album I know of theirs is Last Splash.
Yeah. I'm picturing a cover with a strawberry. Is that the breeders?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Bear with. We went out.
Everybody's used to it by now. Zahir's in. Hi, Zahir.
Hi, Zahir. Yeah, we went out for the longest and coldest walk ever.
Yeah, well, it was long because we took Monty. So I was literally dragging him home.
He dawdles like no end. Oh my God. And I was just like an ice. I was like an ice pop. I was just frozen to the core.
He just got really tired on the way home, and we chose the uphill route home. So he was just like the slowest dog in the world.
Oh, it's like pulling teeth.
I need to put him on a little trolley, I think, to get him a little trolley.
Yeah. Let me just scroll back. No, I've read that super chat. See what response we had to. Oh, I don't know how far back I was. Let's go from there. Happy Chap 84. Slow week but good month. Cleared out a load of stuff ready for the new season. It's always satisfying. Stephen Bennett, slow in sales, but I've had my bad feedback removed. That's the result. Fantastic. Claire and Leah resell. We've just started selling our own stuff. It's been okay. We'll be reselling from this payday.
Awesome.
Was it Claire and Leah that had a new channel? I can't remember. It may have been.
Maybe, yeah.
Oh, I've got a really tickly throat. Do you want to read out some more?
Yeah, got drunk in our drunk says, in our drunk. See, I cannot speak tonight. What is wrong with me? I've got junk in our trunk.
Maybe choke on me water now. We've got what? Drunk junk?
Yeah, they're all
that's one of my t-shirts I got
I'm
from
not
merch.
Drunk, by the way. I'm only drinking coffee. I think
totally went down the wrong way.
That's why I said it.
Oh dear.
eBay has been slow, yes, and I've had 2 estate sales in the last 6 weeks, so not listing as much. Listing now. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that there are different algorithms going on, and the more you list, the more you sell, and I suppose that speaks for itself, but it really seems to be showing a lot recently.
Well, you said that to me, but I listed tons this week. all of those books,
Yeah,
loads and loads
but
more
I
of the
think because
car parts.
we've been sorting it, we haven't listed a lot recently.
I did. That's what I'm saying. I listed
I know
loads
you
this
did
week.
in one go. But I'm talking about consistently. I think that you have to be listing consistently. Karen says, I keep getting comments from family and friends that I seem to be so much happier and more chatty. I see it's all down to this fab lot of people that I've met. Thank you, everyone.
Wow.
Oh, that's fantastic. It's so cool that everybody's got to know each other and people are chatting. And
did you see
Karen, I think you met up with Indie Chick. Is it Indie Chick? Yeah.
Yep.
That was cool.
And was on Peter Ray's channel.
Yeah, I saw that.
During the week, which was good. It was a tech nightmare. I really felt for you guys watching Peter wrestling with trying to get Karen into the chat, and then but
I mean,
there was a bunch of us that was I was messaging Peter, and so was like Carlo and other people that all came together, and eventually it happened.
But I mean, when you started out with Zahir, it was like,
there's so many things that can go wrong with doing live chats. I mean, it's not too bad when you're just streaming yourself, but when you get a guest involved, and it's like when I had Ben on the other day, and the whole stream went perfectly until the last 5 minutes, and then there was just endless feedback. It didn't matter, if I turned down all my volume or whatever.
Yeah.
So I ended the stream early. Anyway, Reseller Mum, I'm going to have to go. There is IKEA building going on around me, and I'm pretending to ship stuff, but not very convincingly. Must go and do stuff.
Yeah, she's moving rooms, so she's getting a bigger room in the house for all of her eBay stuff.
Oh.
So yeah. Well, thanks for popping in. If you're watching this back again.
Yeah. See you later. Have fun. I'm quite sadistic. I enjoy building IKEA stuff.
I was talking to her earlier, and she said to me that we ought to pop over to Poland for a weekend or so, because the amount of vintage clothes you can get over there is amazing. She always gets huge hauls whenever she goes over there.
Is that where she sources from?
Some of it, yeah, because obviously she has family over there.
Oh, is she Polish?
No, her other half is.
Oh. Does Reseller Mum have a YouTube channel?
No, but she's on Instagram. So
Instagram.
If you're on Instagram, check her out, because her Insta stories are brilliant. So yeah.
I've still not ventured onto Instagram. I'm so last year, right?
You don't know what it is, do you?
Will you take less? I have been sending sticky stock to auction from old buy it now listings. Just want it gone. I might try that, because with our shop subscription, we get free auction listings.
Yeah, I need to try that with some old clothing that I've had listed for a long time.
So. I mean, we've cleared out loads of crap recently. That's what February was about, kind of.
Yeah, it really was.
And it's
January and February is sorting the office, clearing out stock, organizing it. I've done a whole stock check. I mean, it just feels really good, but it means that listing doesn't get done so much.
Yeah, it's well worth at some point during the year to have a proper stock take, go through all of your items and refer back to eBay and see what's listed. I found 10 items in here that were on my shelf as listed, and for some reason the listing didn't exist on eBay anymore. Now, whether that was a mistake when I've been relisting and doing sell similar, and I've somehow messed it up. But there was loads of yours as well.
Yeah, at least that much of mine as well.
So it's well worth
don't know
doing
how
that.
Happens.
Be interesting if you guys had the same thing. Did I miss a super chat?
Yes, from Krillin.
No, we read that one.
No, there was a new one, I think.
Oh, where?
Oh, no, not from Krillin. It wasn't Krillin at all.
Sorry, Stephen.
It came up green, and I thought it was Krillin.
We're miles behind in the chat, and the little super chat bubble still aren't working.
Oh, thank you, Stephen.
Stephen Watling has super chatted £5. Thank you so much. Well done on your vid, Andrea. Love the attention to detail.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I come from a photography background, so I enjoy the editing part and all of that business more than I do actually standing in front and saying stuff. The standing in front and saying stuff is the part that holds me back, because it makes me really anxious, and I think, I don't want to do that. But I do want to do it because I want to create. So just trying to get over that part of it.
Yeah. Right, let me read a load of these comments and try and catch up in the chat. Golbs, it's hard to say. I want to thank you guys for starting the Chat Facebook group. It's such a great source of info and is always friendly.
Oh, that's cool.
It's been our pleasure. It's hard to keep up with in there. There's so much going in a good way. But yeah, that's blown us away how popular that is. Bloopers video. Yeah, you should have done a bloopers video next time. Don't delete. just put them at the end. Mind you, I keep forgetting to do that as well.
Yeah.
I swear when I mess up, so I can't really keep it in.
Leah says Andrea doesn't ever swear, does she?
No.
Not on camera.
Only at me when I wind her up. Okay, let me catch Glass Hammer. Good evening, Nic and Andrea. Good evening. I sell vintage glass and ceramics on eBay, and funnily enough, my last 30 days has been the best in the last 12 months. There you go.
That's great.
It's always the way, though. If people are generally saying things are slow, there's always somebody that the exception that proves the rule.
Yeah.
So there you go.
It can't be slow for everyone, can it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And goes on to say, I think there's no rhyme or reason to the ups and downs of eBay sales apart from the obvious early January lull. Just my opinion.
Yeah, we've noticed it's picked up in February, definitely. And yeah, I think it would just do so much better once we get consistently both of us listing every day. Yeah, it would just be so much better.
And if it wasn't for, I think I said this last week, but if it wasn't for Amazon FBA right now, our numbers would be appalling.
Yeah.
Amazon does the great job for us of just ticking along with sales. You know, I send off as much as I can, as regularly as I can, and it just works really well for us.
Yeah.
We sold loads of those chocolate coin makers.
Yeah, you were winding Ellen up earlier, weren't you?
I was reading off what had sold on Amazon just for fun, and it was just chocolate coin maker, and Ellen was sat next to me on a sofa, and it drove her to distraction. Oh, another chocolate coin maker,
Then you were just doing it on purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you can't wind up your teenage daughter, you know, what else can you do? It's my role in life. Gavin, UK reseller, didn't you drop ship from Argos? I've never drop shipped from Argos. What I have done with Argos is reserved stock, really hot selling stock, reserved it, and then listed it on eBay, sold it all, and then gone and collected it and shipped it myself. I've never had somebody else ship my orders for me, which is how I understand that drop shipping works.
Peter says, question, are you hoping most of the car parts will be gone before America looms? What does that mean?
Before America looms, as in we go on holiday.
Oh.
I think there's no way on earth we're going to shift all the car parts before July.
No, I mean, with the other mega haul that we had, it took over a year and we've still got a lot of it left. Well, not a lot, but we're still got some of it left.
We've got dribs and drabs of that transit van full that we had.
Yeah.
We've got some cycling shorts left, which have started selling again. Now the sun's trying to come out, although next week's going to be freezing. I don't know what else we've got left from that. A couple of DJ Heroes. But it's going to take a really long time, Peter. To be fair, some of this stuff is going to be super long tail. But as you'll see in the sales roundup that I made yesterday, some of it's selling really fast. One line of oil filters, I think we've sold 8 of already.
Yeah, the i10 stuff is going quite well.
Yeah, since I've been learning about Hyundais, I've been seeing Hyundais everywhere. So everywhere we go, it's like, there's an i10. Oh, there's a Tucson.
Yeah.
Oh, there's an iX35. Yeah. Okay. Danny Days, how are you guys doing with the car parts sale? There's a video coming probably tomorrow that will give you a bit of an update. Yeah. Super duper crazy bargain hunter. Wow, what a name. eBay has picked up in the last few days. One of my good sales was a used pair of Wellington boots, which my friend gave me. Brand was Le Chameau, and sold for £55 plus £8.50 postage.
Wow,
it's a brand to look at.
I've not heard of that brand.
Never heard of that.
It's a good bolo there. Thank you.
Le Chameau.
Yeah.
Not the Shmoo.
The new Shmoo.
The new Shmoo. Zahir says, overall has been fine, although today has been terrible. Yeah, today has been awful here. Okay. Tom has had 3 sales in 5 minutes. Show off. Payday 28th of Feb, long month. It's the payday after January sales.
Oh, okay.
28th. What date are we now?
Yeah, that's next week then.
Okay, there you go. I'm trying to read these out.
28th is Wednesday, isn't it?
I don't know. Well, what date are we going to see first aid kit?
Yeah, the 1st, which is Thursday.
Okay. What are Carla and Mrs. M up to in Nottingham next weekend? Oh, well, that might be a big secret. Yeah. Can't say. Mr. Harry, it's all your videos. Everyone started reselling, so that's why we're all doing badly in February.
Oh, it's all your fault.
It's all my fault then. Yeah.
Oh well.
if I had enough influence to influence eBay sales on that scale, wow, I'd be impressed. Sales are not that great. This is Aaliyah, but I found some nice things today. Also, I found a CX that charges 50p a disc to clean. Ours is £2. Yeah. Although I've got a disc cleaner now, which I still haven't used.
Yeah. And Corin says, I sold the first thing I picked up to resell today. It was a Principal's linen skirt I got in August. That's cool.
So that was the first thing Corin bought to resell.
Yeah. Gosh, I don't even remember the thing I first picked up.
Well, it'd be a long time ago.
Yeah, I know.
Right. There's a question there. Do you want to read that one out?
From Paul?
Yeah.
Or Gary? Paul. Okay, question. How do you pay yourselves? Do you just dip into your PayPal as you need it, or do you set an amount to transfer each week? We transfer it straight to our bank account and then we just dip into that, don't we?
Yep.
We don't have a set amount that we pay ourselves.
Nope.
No. We used to. When we had the shop, we had a business account.
Well, we had a separate. We were more methodical then, and we paid a set amount, didn't we? But now we just take. It kind of works out. We take what we need as and when we need it. Which wouldn't work for everybody. We're kind of very relaxed about it, really, aren't we?
Yeah. Probably too relaxed.
What's the other one? Our question, Andrea, you said last week you are very particular with listings. Do you think it pays off? What would be key tips for listings? We have a big difference of opinion on this.
We really do. But then we were having a conversation earlier where you were talking about the cleaning of the books. And somebody had commented on the video and said that it was a waste of time to clean the books. And you said it was personal preference. And I said, well, that's exactly what I was talking about with the ironing. And, like Zahir and Beck were talking about cleaning toys. And I said to Beck, I would have cleaned that as well. But it sold anyway. And they got a good amount for it. So I don't know. I don't think there's any right or wrong way to do things. It's just how you feel, really.
Yeah. For me, cleaning those books, I feel it was worthwhile doing, and I feel that they're going to present so much better. And some of them were absolutely disgusting, just oily fingerprints all over the fronts. Some weren't too bad, but I wouldn't have been comfortable listing them in the state they were in. But it's how far you want to go with it. But we've had discussions about I like to list it and just quick description and get it done. Next, pictures in.
List, and I'm really fussy.
You'll take like 10 times as long to do one listing. So they, did we read that out? Yeah, we did.
Yes, we did. Stephen says, are you still sourcing new stock or relying on the car parts? For the most part, it's just the car parts at the moment. I've got an office full of clothes, so I'm trying really hard not to buy anything.
We don't need to source right now. We've got endless stuff we could be listing. I did almost think about going out today, though, to the car boot sales, just for that little bit of a buzz.
Yeah.
But I stayed in bed.
I think we all know that despite how much stock we have, we like to, if you see something you can make money on, then you can't leave it behind. So, I have to physically stop myself from going into a charity shop. But if we browse, sometimes I pick something up. I didn't know this weekend when we went out. So,
high five.
No.
Go on, just see. I wasn't going to move it.
Yes, you were. But what I did get was you know, the IKEA donor boxes I have in my Kallax. It's like the Kath Kidston Rose design. And we went into a charity shop, and they had for £1 like something you could attach to the rail, which you put shoes in exactly the same pattern. So I was really pleased with that. So that's a nice new addition to my office.
It was a bargain.
Yeah.
Right, let me see if I can. Yeah, Quillen says he saw the Breeders at the Bowery Ballroom, and he has clips. Yeah, I remember. I remember watching.
Right. I'll have to have a look.
All right, let me scroll through. Reselling. Polly's in. Hi there. Gary's in.
Yeah. So here it says, yeah, I've heard it's better to consistently list small amounts daily versus huge amounts sporadically. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who knows? We're all guessing at it.
Nobody really knows, do they?
No.
It's a weird one. Right, I'm just trying to catch up. If you've got any questions or anything you want to talk about, pop them in the chat, because we have no particular theme to this one.
No,
it's just going to be a ramble. I'm just going to read out stuff.
It's been quite a quiet week. We've been just plugging away at different things, and you know, I've been sorting out my clothes haul, and you've been sorting out books.
I was so pleased. I think last week we've had a super chat in, which I'll get to in a sec.
And I just wanted to read out a comment, but I'll let you.
I was going to say quickly, last week I set myself a task of trying to list all the consumables, which means the oil filters and air filters from this haul. And I was hell-bent on doing that. And then I kind of got sidetracked by these books, and then I started cleaning, and then that just took over.
Yeah.
And I spent a whole day prepping, researching, and photographing, which is what that video was. And then I didn't get back to the other stuff, because I spent the whole of the next day just listing the books. But I was just dead chuffed that I got that whole. I'm not very good at starting a job and then seeing it through to the end. I get distracted and jump to something else because I get bored. And I was just so proud that I listed all 100 and some odd books. So yeah. And then your mission to list the clothes didn't happen.
It didn't, because I got distracted with sorting out the haul. I wanted to price it up. I started drafting it, made lots of notes, and then it takes me ages to get around to doing the video and making it. So yeah. But anyway,
let me just read out
another week. But I just wanted to say that some people have been saying that Reseller Mum has now got a YouTube channel and is making YouTube videos, which I didn't know. So I'm going to check that out. Thank you for that.
I found a new channel last night.
Did you not see the super chat?
I'm trying to control this thing. Here we go. It's Krillin again. Thank you so much, Krillin. He says, Nic and Andrea, are you going to be vlogging US thrift stores and garage sales? Give local auto repair shops your info. Tell them you beat distributor prices. A few people have mentioned that I could go direct to local garages. I may look into that. We just creating an inventory of what we've got would be an epic task, to be fair. But it is a good thought. We are going to vlog in the US.
Yeah, definitely vlog. But yeah, it would be. I don't know if we can buy anything, because we'd have to bring it home again. Maybe a little bit.
We could buy some stuff.
But yeah, I'd love to go and because I watched some American thrifters, and just the thrift stores out there are so
vast,
massive, and just I wish that it was like that in the UK.
Yeah,
I really do.
I don't know that we'll have a lot of time, Krillin, to be perfectly honest. We're going to spend. We've got 10 days, and we're thinking 8 of those we're going to be in parks, as in Disney and Warner Brothers. And then we're taking a couple of days out because we're hiring a car, and we want to retrace our steps to Clearwater, which is a town we stayed in before Ellen was born. We traveled across America, and our first night we stayed was in a little town on Florida coast.
The first night, was it?
Oh no, that was just at the airport. So we want to go back there and see how it's changed in the last 16 years. So we might be able to do some thrifting that day. It's bound to be a few thrift stores in and around Clearwater.
Yeah, I'd just love to go just to see what it's like.
Yeah.
Really.
All right. We'll make a point of at least visiting one just for you, and we'll do a little video. How's that?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That would be great, actually. Yeah. Love that idea.
And
thanks.
Ellen's getting into just thrifting for herself now. And she found, was it she bought in that charity shop we were in there the other day?
No idea.
Oh, it was just a top. Velvet, sort of a velvet high neck top. And she was so thrilled to find it. It was only £3.
I can't. I scroll forward to read out that super chat. I don't know where we were now. Adrian says he's looking to launch his YouTube channel soon.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, let me know when you do. I'll come and check it out. My partner wears those boots. He paid around £150 new. Oh, that brand that I've instantly forgotten.
Yeah, something French.
Something French.
La Chameau.
The Shmoo boots. Yes.
Yeah, just remember the Shmoo boots and then you'll get it.
Okay. If in doubt, blame Nick. Standard.
Heather says, I recently learned that in America, eBay releases your listings to certain areas at a time. 4 years selling, you learn something new every day. Explains why my sales are from back east. Oh.
Really? So they're kind of switching you on and off in different regions.
So weird.
There's been conspiracy theories that your whole store is turned on and off.
Feels like it's off this weekend.
For years. But we've had sales coming in. It's just slow.
A little bit, but yeah.
I don't know about all of that.
I don't know.
I don't know why it would help eBay. They're only going to do something that's going to benefit them. And if they're restricting sales, they're earning less.
I don't wonder if it's the volume of sellers on there, if they have to sort of work it out that way. Otherwise, it just gets all a bit much. I don't know. I'm making it up.
I've no idea. Okay, let me see what else we've got coming in. Okay.
I think from our discussion earlier, some people are going, oh, the ironing channel's back. Ironing discussion? No, never mind. We won't go into that again.
Sib K, I care, I assume that's meant to say. I care less about making everything perfect than I used to. Seeing sold items showed me people will buy stuff with all kind of funky photos and descriptions. It's a very good point. I've watched some channels in the past and you think, wow, that picture is awful. That description is terrible. The title hasn't got half the keywords I would have used. And then you think, hang on, this is a sales roundup.
No one on here, by
That's
the way.
sold.
Let's just say that.
Yeah, no, nobody in the site at all, is it? Who knows?
It isn't.
But it's just, I'm just making a point that, yeah, I mean, when we all do our research, you come across listings that the picture is disgusting. The listing is the most basic thing ever, and it's sold. And I think, obviously, you need to take care of your listings and improve your chances of selling it. But just remember that people sell stuff day in and day out.
I know.
With the bare minimum of effort.
I know they do.
So I think there's a tipping point where you can spend too much time and trying to get perfection.
I do understand that, but I just find it hard.
But I think I was the same. I was the same a long time ago. But these days, I'm much more about getting it on, getting the job done.
Yeah. But I think that especially with clothing, the way that people buy now is changing a lot. And yeah, I think that just presenting it well and listing it well is going to make a huge difference, especially as it's a really big market on eBay.
Yeah. I think
you've got to really stand out from the crowd.
I think your photos will do that.
Yeah.
And I might do it tonight, actually, or tomorrow. We've got this new blind backdrop that you're going to try out. And I think that will help make your photos pop out that bit better.
Yeah, definitely. I was going to say that I noticed that on most sort of high street websites, they don't really describe things much at all.
No.
But I always worry because I know that there are certain clothing buyers that are going to pick up on anything. If you don't describe something to its absolute minute detail, they'll pick up on that, and that will be a really good reason to get a part refund or to send it back for free. So that's always my worry. I think I need to describe everything to its finest detail.
But those people will do that regardless. I think if you're trying to cater to people that are trying to scam you, you'll just go down a rabbit hole.
I just try and cover myself, really.
Yeah. I know what you're saying, actually. It's an interesting one. Karen says photos look better when item is cleaned. Yeah, absolutely. I'm a little bit OCD with cleaning stuff, and I enjoy the task. Even though I moaned a bit in that video where I'm trying to clean all of these books, I enjoy a task like that. I enjoy the, repetitive task. It's weird. I get into it, and I like a challenge. Yeah. So I bizarrely quite enjoyed that in the end. Chenzo 1969, welcome. Do you ever find it hard to switch off from reselling? How do you relax and think about and do other things? I've been dreaming about finding epic hauls lately.
Yeah, I don't think you do a lot of relaxing and not thinking about reselling.
I've said this so many times. This is what I love to do. It's my hobby and my passion and my vocation all rolled into one. So I don't know. We do other stuff. We do a lot of family stuff.
Oh, we do, yeah.
And we take time out. There was a comment on my last video that said, do you ever stop working? You seem to be working all the time. Believe me, we take a lot of time out, more than we ever used to. And we have the freedom to take that time when we want to.
Yeah.
So yeah. But I do work a lot as well.
Yeah.
But it's fun for me, I love nothing more than pottering around in here.
Yeah. I mean, if you're in the house and we haven't got a family thing to do, you're in here.
Yeah. But it's pleasure, you see. If your work is enjoyable and fun, in my opinion, you've got it made. Where was I? Matthew Veens, is that? How do you usually package items like large model kits and board games? I find it difficult sourcing boxes for them and usually go with the bubble wrap and thick parcel paper approach. If the box is sturdy enough that you think it will be okay, just parcel to packing paper, good quality stuff, tends to do for most board games. If not, I put them in a box.
Yeah.
Generally.
A bubble wrap.
Well, I'll just pad around the box with paper. I have bubble wrapped and then
well, I've helped you. Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah, I tried recently to bubble wrapping and then using the black cling film.
Yeah.
But it was a palaver.
Yeah. Well, I've helped you because you can't do it with two hands.
Yeah, I haven't quite got a method of doing that on my own. So yeah. But yeah. Question: how do you make sure you do not get overwhelmed in stock that stops you from listing? Good question.
Just being organized, I think, because I got to that point where I was overwhelmed and I had no choice but to just tidy and clear out my workspace. And now I feel much more like a weight's off my shoulders, and I've all my stock's organized, and I feel like I can actually cope with it now.
Yeah, it was harder for us in the early days when we started this. We went full time in 2002, and we didn't even own a place then. We were renting, and it was a small 2 up, 2 down, and it was full of stock. We couldn't escape it, was it? Our front room was our office.
Yeah.
There was
I mean, we've said this before.
There was piles of stock all over. Our bedroom, we had it stacked up all around. In Ellen, who was just born then, there was stock under her cot. There was stock stacked up around in her room.
Yeah, bless her.
And that was overwhelming. And that's what prompted us to look into taking on a retail unit to run the eBay business from the back of, and then set up the shop. And then that's when things took off in retail for us. And we ended up doing that for 8 years. Yeah. It
can get overwhelming.
But yes.
But it does help to have this separate to the house, doesn't it?
Yeah, this has been a godsend. We had this converted going back about 4 years now. It was just when I started YouTube, this was finished. I found a load of pictures actually of all the work that was going on. I might try and edit those together to make a video.
Okay.
Thought that might be interesting.
Because
this was a garage. I know I've said it before, but all this space was outside garage space, and now it's part of the house, which is cool. Anyway, I'm waffling. Sorry. Right. Stu Mandry says, I was talking to Ray Cunningham. He says, I've just started merch in the last week, uploaded 5 designs so far, but will probably be sometime before my first sale. We've given very little attention to merch, have we?
No, I think the only design we've sold is this.
We've had now 17 sales, all of this shirt.
Yeah,
and that's mainly due to.
Haven't you been asked by other resellers to do some designs for them?
I was asked by Chad, Golden Finger Picker, to do a t-shirt for him. I haven't had a moment. I might try and do that tonight.
Yeah, you need to do that.
But we're going to try and get some shirts hopefully available to the UK soon, and try some other platforms.
Would anyone wear an Adventures in Reselling t-shirt? Because we discussed this. Should we make one? Not sure.
I can't imagine anyone wanting to, but then
that'd be cool for us.
People have been buying this.
Yeah, exactly.
Fans of Steve and Steph have been buying that.
Yeah. I don't know. Let us know.
I can't see it myself.
John Williams says, Nick, you joked about Andrea taking 3 hours to do a listing.
I didn't say 3 hours.
It doesn't even take an hour. It took me ages too. What am I doing wrong? I don't know. You're probably as attention to detail as I have.
Overthinking things, maybe. I put the bare minimum of information in mine and move on to the next.
I know.
That's the difference, I think.
Oh, Margaret's in. Hi, Margaret.
Hey, Margaret. I can't see. Oh, yeah. Ray Cunningham talking about merch. I have 25 designs up, which is my limit. No sales yet. Oh, you're on tier 25 with no sales? When we started, we had 10. We're still on tier 10, but I've sold more than that, but they haven't tiered us up to 25. I'm confused how you can get to 25 without sales. Anyway, no sales yet, but learning to use design software better and deleting my first attempts as I go. I need to do that. I need to update mine. It's just, where do you put your time and attention? There's always something that's taking our time.
Ben Smith says, any problems with couriers this week? No, but KFC have, unfortunately.
Problems with couriers?
Isn't it? Is it DHL or DPD or someone like that? That's the whole reason for the lack of chicken.
Not delivering their chicken?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. They've got a new deal with a different courier. I think it's DHL or something like that. Can't remember. But that's the reason why.
We had some frustrating things on eBay, though. Like about 3 or 4 in a day, wasn't it? Where one, I shipped out an order, came in late in the day, order came in, packaged it, and it went off to the post office straight away. Then we get a message, oh, that's not my address. Can I change it?
Oh, I just realised I put the wrong address on it.
I'm like, whatever, it's gone now. Yeah. So I don't know how that's going to be resolved.
No, I did message them to tell them, but they haven't replied.
What were the other ones? There was two other.
Yeah.
There was 3 really annoying things.
Can't remember it now.
No, I can't.
I haven't got my phone on me, so I can't look.
What are the other ones?
No, I don't know. I have to get back to you.
We're getting old, people. We can't even remember.
Have you got your phone?
Did I write it down? I might have done. Oh, yes, I did.
You did.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah, the trophy.
We sold. Remember?
With the sports shop trophies that we've got left, we sold, was it a clay pigeon shooting
trophy?
And then she messaged and said, can you let me know how many characters I have for engraving? We were like, well, there's no engraving offered on it.
Nowhere on the listing does it say that I will engrave it for you. But this woman bought it, paid for it, I shipped it out, then we get a message.
So then she replied and said, oh, I'm sorry, I've misunderstood because every other one offers engraving. Can you tell me what size the plaque is? And I said, well, I can't because it's on its way to you. I don't know, as I've already shipped it.
It's fascinating that people do things, ask about face. They buy an item and pay for an item and then go,
just assumed,
oh, by the way,
just assumed it had it. We were offering engraving on it.
So we had that, which was annoying. The wrong address on that was some till rolls, and then we had an oil filter sale to Russia.
Yeah.
And I'm doing my own. I'm offering GSP and my own shipping. So my own shipping on that. So it costs, I think, £13 to send it tracked.
And then after the fact, after we've shipped it, we then get a message from both PayPal and eBay. This is afterwards, which is so frustrating, which say that the payment is held because the somebody else has used that person's account.
yeah.
So now we've got to deal with that and ring PayPal. And...
But we've had this before, and we are covered with PayPal seller protection.
We should be covered with it. Yeah.
So
it shouldn't be an issue, but it's just blooming annoying. Why
so we
can't
had
they
those.
Just let us know before we ship the thing.
I know.
It's,
so that
try
was
to be efficient.
That was a frustrating day. I think it was Thursday.
Yeah.
These 3 separate issues.
Yeah.
That
just all in
that we couldn't really have done anything about. I was being super efficient and getting these shipped out the same day, out the door, at the post office, and then anyway, yeah, that was annoying. These things come in 3s, you know.
Oh well, there you go. That's good. Lucy T says, question for Andrea, have you changed your clothing background? If you're talking about the blind, I haven't put that up yet, so I haven't changed it yet.
No, we've received it, and I've been doing other.
Yeah. At the moment, I'm still using the boxes.
Been doing other DIY jobs. So... I changed some door handles today. I was very proud of myself.
Yeah, it's
been
sitting there for
been
a couple
needed
of weeks.
Doing for ages. Hey, Carla. Carla's in. Question: did you sell all those PG Tips monkeys? No, but they really picked up.
Yeah. There's not. That's thanks to Steve and Steph.
I don't know. We're selling a lot of them now.
Yeah.
But we bought a heck of a lot of them. There's not big money in them, to be honest. There's loads all over eBay, but they're ticking along now.
Oh, look, Carla says, Margaret, thanks for the mention in your video. Yes, thank you, Margaret, for our mention in your video as well.
Absolutely.
Really cool.
We watched that together the other night,
didn't we? Actually watch it live, but we couldn't. I can't remember why we couldn't.
We
couldn't watch it on the telly.
We couldn't get into the app on our phone.
The app wasn't working on your phone for some reason.
Yeah. Margaret did a cool video where she was sharing YouTube channels that she enjoys watching or you know, thinks give out some good information or whatever. And we were proud to say we were in the list. Yeah, that was fun. That was a fun watch.
It was.
Ray asks us, where is the gig? Is the forecasted snow going to be a problem?
Oh, blooming hope not.
It's up in Camden.
I think we're due light snow, so hopefully it won't be too bad.
Well, we'll be going on a train, so as long as it's
probably is a problem.
As long as it's the right sort of snow, we'll be fine. Yeah, I think we'll be fine. It's at the Roundhouse, which is Camden, isn't it?
Well, it's near Camden.
Yeah, not far. So yeah, can't wait. I'll try and get some footage. Yeah. I haven't been this excited about a gig for a long time.
Yeah, I haven't listened to the album properly yet. I mean, I hear it in the background all the time. It's on a loop.
I was saying to Chris Scott's, I think earlier on today, that I've played that album pretty much constantly since it came out.
Yeah,
haven't done that with an album.
I'm going to enjoy it anyway because it's just, I don't know, they're just very watchable and easy to listen to. And yeah. Have we frozen? Oh no.
Oh, I was just going to read something and it jumped. Something about someone living in Hertfordshire. How far behind were we? Oh my goodness. A long time.
And I think there's another super chat from someone.
Oh my God, I don't know where I was.
I know, it's a lot. It's nearly 9 o'clock as well.
I'm worried Nic and Andrea will never catch up on the questions and they will be stuck here till morning.
We will be.
Oh my God.
Can you find the super chat? Because I think we should really talk about that.
Oh geez, sorry guys, this is what happens. We get talking. There's so much chat.
Wowzers.
There's no super chat there.
There was one.
Where?
Well, just keep going back until you get there.
We're so pro at this.
I think somebody said that was DHL about the KFC thing. Oh, there you go, Stephen Watling.
Stephen Watling is super chatted another £1.
Stephen, but thank you so much.
We missed that completely. Cheers, mate. Appreciate that. Oh my God. Okay, I don't think we're going to cope with this many questions. We've got like 5 minutes until our hour is up. We can go on a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Jeez, let's find a few questions then. James has a question. Would buying Amazon daily deals and selling them on eBay be a good way to make some pocket money? Please answer. If there's money in it, maybe. I doubt there'd be a lot of margin on the daily deal stuff. But if you can find a profit that you can flip for profit, then
anything,
then do it. But not something I'm probably going to do.
We used to look at a website every day. I can't remember what it was called.
Hot
now.
UK deals.
Hot UK deals. Yeah.
It's not as good these days. But then back when I used to use that a lot, the likes of Play.com, Amazon, HMV were competing like hell over the best daily offers. This was back like 10 years ago. And I would buy so much stuff off the internet and sell it through our high street shop and through Amazon as well. But you just don't get as many deals now.
Yeah.
Candy Floss Crown says, have you ever had a dream where you find amazing stuff and wake up like, oh, I've dreamt about boot sales? Definitely. I have trouble remembering my dreams though. When I wake up, they just sort of go.
Yeah. I don't know if I've dreamt. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know.
What do you dream about?
Weird stuff. Very weird stuff.
Okay, let's find a couple more questions. I'm really sorry we didn't get to
Watling has mentioned
where?
Further down.
Further down?
Yeah. We'll get there in a second.
Where?
Just don't go too quick and you'll see it. I don't know.
I didn't go this far.
Vanished before my eyes because you zoom up and down and I can't
zoom in anywhere.
See anything. It was about, I posted on Instagram about IKEA are introducing vegan hot dogs.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
There you go. Let's sell it.
Oh, there we go. So IKEA vegan hot dogs. Yes. I'm very excited about that.
We will check them out.
They're veggie meatballs. Contradiction in terms. Are really nice. And they're vegan as well. So I'm quite looking forward to their hot dogs.
Interesting question there from Lofty Productions. Sorry I'm late. That's absolutely fine. I know this is off topic, but how do you feel about stocks and shares? Spotify are set to go public this year, a sound investment. Perhaps.
Maybe.
We have never got involved. I love the thought of it. And it's been something I've thought about dabbling in for a long time. I don't know. I think the thought of it kind of scares me. My brother-in-law dabbles, doesn't he? Darren, he does a bit. And he's done quite well out of it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe that's something I'll try this year then. Just have a go.
So here it says, I used to think that reselling was my passion. Recently, I'm realizing that I love RC cars more as I'm making the cardinal mistake of getting high off my own supply rather than just selling it like I meant to. Yeah. I think your passion is RC cars and coffee, isn't it? So here.
But it's a great situation to be in because you can.
We were talking the other day because he was saying that he really misses his coffee machine and said maybe he should buy coffee machines to test, and then then he's got a constant like almost supply of really good coffee machines, and he just tests them for a while.
Absolutely,
which I think is a brilliant idea.
Yeah, and it's the same with the RC. At least you get to play with it for a while. That sounds wrong. Play with your cars for a while and then sell them.
Absolutely.
Yeah. It's like that huge haul of games. I really enjoyed playing and testing those for a few months, and then it was time to let them go, and it all went.
Absolutely. Mr. Harris says, question for Andrea. Have you ever used Depop? I've been double listing on eBay and Depop recently. It's an app that's very popular and fast to list. Great for young people who want quirky vintage clothes. Yes, I do have a Depop account. I really haven't, since I listed the first couple of things, paid any attention to it, but I do intend to give more attention to Depop and Etsy going forward. And I've been cross-listing on Etsy with the vintage stuff. So,
well, Depop sounds perfect for where you're going with your sourcing.
Yeah.
Because I mean, Ellen, she's that kind of target audience that I think Depop are going for, isn't she? That younger,
definitely. Yeah, that
and she
90s vintage stuff.
Yeah, she's into 90s gear, which freaks me out. That feels like yesterday to me, the 90s. So I think you should look into that. And if you get going on there, that'd be an interesting video you could make as well.
It's kind of a nice thing to share with Ellen as well, because there are a few places in Hitchin that she really likes to sort of go to, and she gives me ideas and gives me sort of ideas of what her age group are looking for as well. So I was going to say something else, but now I can't. Oh yeah, I know what I was going to say. I was looking at ASOS the other day. Did anybody know that there's an ASOS marketplace? And I was looking at the vintage shops on ASOS, and it's very much like Depop. It's very much catering towards that sort of teenage 20s market with the 90s stuff. And yeah, I was fascinated. I didn't even know that existed.
No.
It's £20 for a month, I think. And then I think it's about 20%. Don't quote me on that if you sell it.
Whoa, that's
which
a
is a
lot.
lot. It's a lot.
So £20 set fee a month and 20%.
Don't quote me on that. I might have remembered that
sell
wrongly because I only browsed, but I think it was.
What was that?
Like
the ASOS thing?
ASOS marketplace.
Wow.
Yeah. But I just didn't know it existed. So yeah, I'd be happy to hear if anybody's tried it out or if they have a shop on ASOS.
Well, Mr. Harry goes on to say, I like how easy it is to list on Depop, and people seem to pay quite a lot on there for designer clothing.
Yeah.
I've been listing my eBay listings and then copying the description and photos across to Depop.
Have you had many sales yet? Because I know that Fake Rachel uses Depop and she's had a couple of good sales on there. I don't know.
Hyperpicker says, having trouble moving forward and listing because I've got to tidy up so much and organize and still keep on wanting to buy stuff.
Yeah, I feel your pain. That's where I've been since Christmas. I feel like I'm at the end of that process now, so I can finally organize myself and actually get some stuff on.
Adrian mentions Vinted there. Vinted is another one.
Yeah, and they've been advertising a lot recently.
I think you need to experiment with a few and just then you can feed back to people how you get on and make some videos, and be a great experiment.
Yeah, I've bought from Vinted, but not actually sold on there. I was asking Caroline the other day actually because she wanted to try Vinted and hasn't done it yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be interested to see how you get on with that.
Oh, I've only just caught up with the Claire says, I'm worried Nic and Andrea will never catch up on the questions.
No, we never will. Well, I think we're going to need to sort of skim through now. So really sorry if we don't read out everybody's questions.
Let me see if I can find one or two in capitals. There's one. I've been approved for merch. This is junk in our trunk. Haven't looked into design programs yet. What do you use? I've been using Make Merch.
Yeah.
Which is okay, but it's really flawed and it's quite expensive.
And there's an app called Over. It's sort of a yellow square with a circle in it, if you know, that helps you browsing. We've used that in the very beginning. I thought that was more complicated than Make Merch. But I think a lot of people say that they prefer Illustrator or that kind of thing.
I think further down the line, we're going to invest in Photoshop or Illustrator because our daughter's going to be doing photography A-level.
What is it that Zahir uses? It's a free thing that's like Illustrator, I think.
Oh, I can't remember. Yeah. Don't know.
But Margaret makes great videos about that. And I think she did, I think it was on your chat when you were in the chat that they were talking about different programs.
Yeah. So, any advice on merch? We're not the people to ask.
No, it's either Margaret or it's Jay and Callum.
Margaret and Jay and Callum. Yeah. They've actually had success selling on merch. We've had a tiny fraction of success. I've been wondering how the lack of design experience would impact a merch app.
I don't think it.
I don't think you need a whole lot of design
not
experience.
With Make Merch, really.
Going back to Margaret again, Margaret shared some of her best-selling T-shirts have just been like slogan shirts, and anyone can design, you know, words on a shirt. So don't let that hold you back, honestly. I mean, this was about as design as fantastic as my designs get, and that isn't all that tricky to design. So go for it is what I say. Oh, there's Margaret's in there saying not at all, my designs aren't great. There you go. I think Margaret's being quite modest there. Her designs are cool.
She is being modest.
Right, let me whiz down. Apologies for not getting to all these questions. I'll pick out one more and we'll touch on that. Hold on, what's that Ray says there? Affinity Designer is wicked and only a one-off payment of $48.99.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah, I'll look that up on YouTube. Affinity.
What I was saying. Do you mean Google?
Well, there'll be a YouTube video about it, won't it? Showing how it works and somebody reviewing it. I was saying before, our daughter is next year going to be doing A-level art, graphics, and photography. And we'll be doing a lot of that will be post-production work with our photographs. So we're probably going to have to invest into Photoshop
or Illustrator.
Photoshop or Illustrator anyway. So if we're still doing merch at that point and still into it, I would imagine we'll start using that.
Mr. Harry says GIMP Shop is free. It's the same layout as Photoshop.
GIMP Shop?
Yeah. I've heard that mentioned.
How can they afford
Inkscape. That's the one. Thank you, Zahir. Inkscape.
That's amazing. If GIMP Shop is similar to Photoshop and it's free.
Yeah.
And
then Adam says, look at Netscape.
Netscape?
Yeah. Well, so here says that Inkscape is good as it's vector based.
Yeah. I'll pretend I know what that means. I think that just means you can scale it in and out and you don't lose any quality.
Okay.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah. Well, so here's more technical than
I. Way more. Oh, Dwayne's just popped in. Says, good day, Nick. Hi there, Dwayne. Right. We're actually about to wrap up, mate. Unfortunately, you've popped in right at the end. Yeah,
Margaret's just gone live.
Oh, Margaret's gone live. Okay. Yeah. Well, we will hand over to Margaret if you guys want to pop over there and say hi to Margaret. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm sorry we asked for your comments and then struggled to keep up with the amount of comments we got in.
I know.
We're still at 245 viewers, which just blows my mind. Yeah. Thank you so much for the continued support with the channel. We will endeavor to keep putting out hopefully interesting content. No more videos of me cleaning books. That was a one-off.
Do you promise?
I enjoyed making it. You know, there you go. And we'll be back on Tuesday with a chat.
Yeah. Is it on your channel this time? I think it is.
I think we're back on my channel.
You did a chat with Ben last week.
So. Yeah, but maybe it was on my channel.
Yeah.
I don't know. Tuesday for the chat, either here or on Zahir's channel.
Carla's off to bed. No night, Carla. Sleep well.
Night, Carla. Right. And yeah, honestly, thank you so much for the support. We love the fact that we can just come on here and ramble and chat to a bunch of friends who understand our weird and quirky ways and what we get excited about, which is buying and selling other people's junk. Yeah. If you enjoy what we do, give it a thumbs up and we'll see you soon.
Yeah. And I hope everyone has a good week.
Yeah. Cheers, guys. Bye for now.